Okay, I just called this lady about this job Charles told me about. She said for me to come over to meet her at Wendy's on Mansfield Road. So I got to go over there now. And it's about the 20-minute, 30-minute drive, 20 minutes for sure. 6:40 now, so I got to get down to Burton's and drive all the way up to Mansfield Road. It's a fair drive. I'm going to drink this grape aid here. It's Arizona grape aid. It's not an alcoholic beverage. I'm hoping this isn't the same lady I talked to before, because I talked to a lady. I had to meet her at a fast food place. I think it was McDonald's, and she was telling me that it was going and fixing houses that have been damaged in storms. After there were some storms around here, and I was supposed to go in and talk them into getting her company to do their repairs. And it's all based on commission. So, it's kind of one of those things. You don't really get paid until, after the people have filed their insurance claims and stuff like that. Commission only. It's a lot of work up front and you don't see the money for a long time. So I didn't take that job. I hope it's not the same lady. Charles has talked to her already, and she hired him over the phone last night. I've worked in a carpentry shop, a set design shop for 3.5 years when I was in college. Used a table saw, hacksaw, drill press, electric drill, radio alarm saw. It's just been a long time since I've done it, but didn't actually. We built door frames, doors, walls, flats. Well, not just flats, but also they were real walls for our sets. Under the guidance of a technical director, set designer. He was actually a set designer, and he could build anything. He built transoms, French doors, rotating stages, anything. He had a master's degree in set design. And he had a technical director that worked under him. And I was a theater major, so we had to, the theater majors were the shop assistants, and we did the work that it took to help the students on their projects when they came in, painting, building, different things, running electrics, wiring electrics, that type of thing. Not real complicated construction. And we did blueprints too, so sound, everything, and mostly we're the shop assistants, so we worked in the shop on the set, whenever it had to be done. And I also, we also had to assist with the paperwork aspect of running the theater too, the management aspect of it, and then assist the professors with their classroom lectures if they needed visual aids. I had to pull research for them, pull slides for them, stuff like that, make slides. I was president of the Drama Society too, so, you know, it wasn't real complicated. Construction work. We didn't use elevations. Elevations are basically schematics on specific details on how to build something with the three-dimensional drawings drafted, you know, on the paper. So we didn't use elevations, and we weren't even, you know, we didn't even train on designing elevations in the drafting room. So. We did vellum drafting with drafting pencils. There were scale drawings, renderings, watercolor renderings, three-dimensional models, light plots, prompt books, staging. The basic stuff that you learn, you know, in theater when you're a major. So, I didn't go to graduate school. I never did any internships because in the summers, you know, basically the summers were for summer stock, and that's when you know, community playhouses, regional theaters, stuff like that, where, you know, plays would be put on in the summer. Theater majors would try to get an internship. There was a conference that they would go to and take their portfolios, and what was it, the Southeastern Theater Conference, I think, SETC. I didn't even have a portfolio when I graduated. I'd done all my work, and at that point I had all my drafts, you know, the drafting and everything that I'd done, in my slides and stuff like that. But we were supposed to actually take our drafts and have them blueprinted so they would be real blueprints in your portfolio from your work. I did excellent work in my drafting. And my scale models and everything on my projects were always absolutely wonderful. I was very gifted. And it wasn't just my professor who said that. There were other people who recognized that fact too. I was president of the Drama Society. You know, that doesn't happen because you're a stooge. We're the second largest student organization on the campus besides student government. We had over 60 members, I think. Did apprenticeships. You have to do an apprenticeship to be invited to join the society. You have to log, 50 hours or something like that, working in the theater. It's a very demanding major, but the career opportunities in that field, it's an extremely competitive field, and not just for the actors, but summer stock doesn't pay usually. Usually if you go to do summer stock, you can go. If you're lucky, you'll get a job, a summer stock job where somebody's going to pay you a stipend of $50 a week. If you're lucky, and that's the best one, you know what I mean? So, your housing, they might have a dorm for you that you can stay in, but food, travel, and that type of thing. You gotta have, your own transportation and getting there and leaving. And, it's a fly-by-night type of thing. It really is. It's a difficult field to go into. If you will go into that field, you need to be willing to move